I'm Sora Nai from Cosplay Plus Size, and today I want to be talking a little bit about what is cosplay, what cosplay means to me, and why do I cosplay. Um, Cosplay comes from two words. It's costume play. Smash them up and they turn into cosplay. It is defined as the performance art in which a participant, which is the cosplayer, wears a costume and fashion accessories to represent a specific character or idea. Inside of the cosplay world, there's different um, types of cosplay. There's the crossplays, which is when a guy dresses like a woman or a woman dresses like a guy, regardless of their sexual preference. There's the Rule 63, when a guy decides to take a female character and make that female character into a guy. How would that chick dress if she was a guy? Sort of thing. There's the Jinkas, where you take an idea and you make it human. For example, how would Wikipedia would look if it was a female? How would Raritty will look if she was a human? There's also furries. There's all kinds of different categories inside of the cosplay world, and those are just some of them. One that is not a cosplay is Lolita. In the animes, you see characters that are dressed in Lolita, but that doesn't mean that Lolita is actually a cosplay. Lolita is actually a fashion statement, and people that don't know the difference will be like, "Oh, how gorgeous you look like! Who are you dressed like?" And the chick is just wearing Lolita. That happens, and it's a little bit frustrating, but that's why I mention it, so you guys know, and don't go out there thinking that a girl is dressed in a cosplay when she, in all reality, is just dressed in Lolita. Um, who can cosplay? Everybody should cosplay. um, there's a misconception, and it is that people think that you should only cosplay within your race, or within your body shape, or within your sex, or within your age range, and that is completely absurd. You can cosplay anybody you want. If you're black and you want to cosplay a white character, go for it. If you are fat and you want to cosplay the most skinny character in the world, go for it. If you're a guy and you want to dress like a girl and you're not even gay, go for it. If you're gay, even better. It doesn't matter. It should only matter that you're having fun, that you feel good, and that you're confident about it. That is the only thing that matters. Um, there's also a misconception that when you reach certain age, you should not cosplay, and that is also very absurd. I have very good friends that they are seasoned cosplayers, let's just put it that way, that they are in their 40s and 50s, and they love cosplay as much as a 15-year-old love cosplay. Um, so cosplay is not really limited to anything or anybody. You put the limit. If you think that you cannot do it, that is you. But in our reality, you can do it. You can just be whoever you want to be, and be happy with your options. Um, what does cosplay means to me? To me, cosplay it's an art expression. It's a way to express how much I love certain characters. Um, a lot of the characters that I have cosplayed are characters that come from my childhood. Some come from recent um, games or shows, and I just love that character enough to identify myself with, therefore dress like it, and for a whole day behave like that character. Um, it's a hobby that is very rewarding, especially if you donate your time to charity. It's very challenging. You can go from buying to making, or you can go from making to cosplay and making amazing jobs after you practice a little bit. And as the time passes, you learn so many skills, you meet so many people, and you make a lot of really good friends. It's going to be, if you ever decide to cosplay, or if you are already a cosplayer, you know that the first time or the first couple of times that you cosplay is the most awkward moment in your life. You are putting yourself out there without knowing how it's going to turn out, like if people are going to recognize you, if people are going to like it. You have all of these doubts in your head, and it's really awkward because people ask you for pictures and you're like, what? Should I let that person take a picture? I don't know that person. I don't know what that person's gonna do with that picture. What's gonna happen with my picture? Is it gonna end up in 4chan, in Puerto Chan? Where's that gonna picture go to? So it's awkward. It's weird. You have so many insecurities, but in the end, it's very rewarding. You make a lot of good friends from past experiences. The most awkward cosplays for me have been the best cosplays because I have actually made really good friends. I have put myself out there, and people are actually very welcoming of what I do. And in the end, you take off the cosplay and you feel proud. You feel excited about it. There's also bad experiences. I'm not the kind of person that paints everything pink with flowers and rainbows and unicorns and stuff. There's also a downside to cosplaying. There's a lot of shaming. There's a lot of haters out there. There's people that will literally make their job to make you miserable. They will actually target people just because they're awful and they're messed up in the head. And you just have to be ready for it. If you think you're not ready for it, just surround yourself with positive people. Do that all the time. If I have doubts, I just talk to my best friend, or I talk to my husband, or I just write it down and think about the consequences of that cosplay. Um, because there's people out there that are going to be after you, unfortunately. And you just need to grow a couple more layers of skin and be tough and just smile and enjoy it. Just think about the positive things about cosplay. I am here for you. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you feel awful, if somebody did anything to you, I am not going to go after the person and smack them around a little bit and be like, what the hell did you do that for? No. But I'm here to listen. I'm here to share those experiences. My really close friends know a lot of things that I have been going through, and I am still here and I'm still a cosplayer regardless of those bad experiences. And the reason is because of the good experiences. Cosplay means a lot to me. It has actually strengthened my bond with a lot of friends. I have been actually able to help other people because I can share my knowledge. I can help people that are starting. I can help people that I've been in the community for a while, but they don't seem to click with something and they need a little bit of help. When they get frustrated, we talk about it and we find a solution for the issue. It's just a really good experience overall, regardless of the haters and the people that will hate on you, will hate on me, or anybody else. So it's a good opportunity to expand your knowledge. It's a really good way to escape from reality at sometimes. I know people that use cosplay as a way to escape their bad experiences at home, to make friends, to be able to break the shell from what they have been all their life, And if they have fears, they actually confront those fears, um, wearing cosplay, going to conventions. There's a lot of people that um, don't have friends, that is really hard to make friends, and going to conventions dressed up in a character have actually helped them make friends and um, be a little bit more social. So a cosplay, it's all of those things. It's actually a very wonderful experience, and I think that everybody should cosplay. If you have a fear, if you're crafty, if you have a passion for a certain anime or game or movie, you should express that fandom. You should express that love, and what better way to do it by cosplaying? Um, you learn so much. You learn a new trade. If you ever decide to make your own customs, you learn so much from sewing, from drawing. Um, you learn how to brush wigs. I've seen people that have make just art defying, gravity defying things, and it's just amazing. You learn so much from this hobby that it's amazing. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope this video helps you find the motivation that you need to start your own cosplays. And if you have any questions, throw it in the comments, or you can always contact us at Facebook through Cosplay Plus Size. And here's my part. Much love. Bye.